your local weather expert forecast on the Eyewitness News, named Best Local Weather Coverage in America by Broadcasting and Cable Magazine.
Yeah, we still have a few scattered showers on radar, but nothing like the heavier downpours we had several hours ago. And a lot of those were primarily over Old Metairie, Old Jefferson, where we may have seen about 3+ inches of rainfall in a short period of time. That's going to lead to street flooding. Only lone shower kind of weakening as it moves away from Kentwood. Had a few pop-up showers in parts of southern Mississippi, and then down the bayou, still a few light showers here and there, but for the most part, rain is ending. Although the models indicate maybe an isolated shower or two even through the night. Today's high 88 degrees. That was set actually this afternoon, as we didn't, at least at Kenner, get into the rain until a little bit later in the day, and we did get a decent little soaking at the airport, about 1/4 of an inch. 75 was our morning low, and the sunshine has returned. 86 degrees our current temperature, with winds out of the east at 5 miles an hour. In the 80s, low 90s, but boy, I tell you what, when we had some of those heavier downpours at times, it dropped temperatures into the low mid 70s. So at least again, well, we do get to around 90 degrees or so, which is average for this time of year. We don't stay there for very long. Next couple of days, though, I'll have our afternoon highs a bit lower, as we're going to see more clouds and more rainfall, which may lead to more of those downpours, which hopefully nothing more than street flooding, but we might see that a bit more widespread. Then the good news is, while we have several wet days, we will be turning drier as we head toward next week. A more active upper atmosphere over the next couple of days. We have an upper trough that is moving westward across the Gulf, and another upper feature. You can kind of see this broad spin in the southeastern Gulf. This is also moving in our direction, so those two upper features will keep our rain chances and coverage on the higher side over the next couple of days, not to mention the fact that we have ample Gulf moisture. That's the green colors that you see here. That's that deep tropical moisture, which helps to fuel those heavy downpours. These upper disturbances will stay with us until probably the start of the weekend, and then by the weekend, we'll actually start to see drier air moving in. Not drier, less humid at the surface, but kind of drier throughout the atmosphere, so that will limit the amount of rain coverage and also put a damper on any of those heavier downpours, as we'll have less moisture to work with. These upper features, though, will keep us a bit more active over the next couple of days, and not as though we're going to see just constant rain. Our coverage is going to be quite a bit greater. So today we could call it about 50%. Tomorrow, about 80% rain across the region. And again, not everyone will see the heavy downpours, but may see more of those heavy downpours. Kind of a similar pattern for Thursday. I think it'll be a wetter than just our normal variety of afternoon showers and thunderstorms popping up. And in fact, we have a higher risk of flooding rains during the day tomorrow. Again, not widespread, but certainly more than just an isolated downpour or two. I think we'll see more of those. Then for Thursday, while we still have a flooding threat, it will be more isolated in nature. Checking out the tropics, that area that we have been talking about over the last couple of days, note the Hurricane Center has now decreased the percent chance of developing down to 30%. Yesterday it was at 40. Couple of reasons why. We have this Saharan dust over the entirety of the Atlantic basin, and the forecasted track of the storm keeps that Saharan dust basically moving right along with whatever does attempt to form. Not only that, right now it's in a fairly low sheared environment. If something is able to keep going as it nears the islands, we're going to see wind shear increasing. So even the models that do indicate maybe some sort of organization with this feature moving through the Atlantic, once it gets toward the islands, the wind shear would help to rip it apart. So at the moment, with that one little area that we're watching, there really isn't anything else threatening in the tropics. Let's keep that trend going as long as possible. 85 our high tomorrow. Again, the next couple of days will be on the wetter side. As we start to get into that drier, not at the surface, air, we will start to see our rain chances decreasing as we head toward the weekend and the first half of next week.